For most people, this, pause for dramatic car rev sound, is the dream. The roar of a V12 engine, the flash of a Lamborghini down the boulevard. Owning a supercar looks like the ultimate symbol of success. But here's the truth, behind the glamour, the selfies, and the sound of that exhaust, there's a financial nightmare that almost no one talks about. The dream of owning a supercar can turn into a money pit faster than a Ferrari hits 60. We're not talking about the price tag, we're talking about the hidden costs. The ones that come later, quietly draining your wallet every single month. So before you decide to chase that dream, buckle up. Because in the next 15 minutes, we're breaking down the real cost of owning a supercar. The stuff no one tells you about. This is the hidden costs of owning a supercar. Buying a supercar feels like a victory, the moment your years of hard work finally pay off. You walk into that showroom, sign the papers, and grab the keys to your dream. But here's the catch, the real cost starts the second you drive out of the dealership. The moment your tires touch the road, your car's value drops faster than its 0 to 60 time. Take a $300,000 Lamborghini Huracan. By the time you've hit your driveway, it's already lost $50,000 in value. After 3 years? You're staring at a $100,000 loss, just from depreciation, and that's before we even talk about taxes, registration, and dealer fees. All adding another $20, $30, $000 to your dream purchase. So, by the time you've posted your first Instagram photo with your new ride, you're already down the price of a brand new BMW. The purchase is just the beginning. Because with supercars, every mile you drive, every rev of that engine, is another dollar burning away. And trust me, the next costs? They only get worse. Supercars are engineering masterpieces, designed for speed, precision, and adrenaline. But what makes them special, also makes them expensive to maintain. The simple oil change, the kind that costs $50 on a regular car, can cost thousands on a supercar. Why? Because it takes hours just to access the engine. On a Bugatti Veyron, that same oil change can run over $20,000. Yes, $20,000, just to change the oil, replacing a clutch on a Lamborghini Aventador? Around $8,000 to $10,000. Need new tires for a McLaren 720S? Another $3,000 to $4,000, and you'll probably need them every few thousand miles. These cars aren't built for daily commutes. They're built for the edge, and every part reflects that. Even routine servicing is far from routine. Annual maintenance checks can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000, depending on the brand. Skip one, and you risk long-term damage that could easily cost 5 times more to fix later. The truth is, supercars aren't just fast. They're fragile, temperamental, and incredibly demanding. So while your friends are changing their oil for $100, you're spending enough to buy a used car every single year, just to keep yours alive. You might think the biggest challenge with owning a supercar is keeping it clean. But the real challenge might be keeping it insured. Insurance companies see supercars as ticking time bombs, powerful, exotic, and expensive to fix. Even a minor accident, like a scratch or a cracked carbon fiber panel, can cost tens of thousands to repair. So naturally, your insurance premiums explode too. On average, insurance for a Ferrari 488 or Lamborghini Huracan can range from $6,000 to $15,000 per year. And that's assuming you have a spotless driving record. If you're under 30, live in a big city, or, heaven forbid, had one speeding ticket, that number can climb past $20,000. These cars aren't just metal and rubber, they're art, precision, and perfection. Every dent, every scratch requires special tools, trained technicians, and imported parts. And insurance companies know it. So before you buy that dream car, remember, the cost of protection might just rival the cost of ownership. Because when your car is worth more than a house, your insurance starts to feel like a mortgage. When you own a supercar, parking it becomes an obsession. You don't just park it, you protect it. Because one wrong move, one careless door ding, one jealous scratch can cost thousands. You can't leave a $400,000 car on the street overnight. Most supercar owners invest in climate-controlled garages, security systems, and even professional storage facilities. Some pay $1,000 per month just for a private parking space. With cameras, alarms, and round-the-clock monitoring. Then there's detailing. Ceramic coatings, paint protection films, interior cleaning, it never ends. A proper detailing session for a supercar? Around $1,000 to $2,000 a visit. And most owners do it several times a year. So even when your car's not moving, it's still costing you money. From security to storage to spotless detailing, owning a supercar means paying rent for your dream. Because when your car is worth a fortune, peace of mind comes with a monthly fee. Every time you hear that sound, that deep growl, that burst of speed, you're hearing money burn. Because supercar performance doesn't just demand skill, it demands fuel. And a lot of it. Most supercars average 8 to 12 miles per gallon. Fill up a Lamborghini or McLaren with premium 98-octane fuel, and you're paying $150 to $200 per tank. Drive it regularly? That's thousands every month, just in gas, and that's just the start. You'll also be paying higher road taxes, tolls, and parking fees, because in most cities, luxury cars mean premium rates. Even parking for a few hours at an event or hotel can run $100 or more. So while the world sees a millionaire cruising down the boulevard, what they don't see is how quickly that fuel gauge, and that bank account, can empty. Because when you drive a supercar, every rev, every mile, every drop of fuel comes at a price. Owning a supercar isn't just about driving, it's about hoping nothing goes wrong. Because when it does, the dream can turn into a financial nightmare. Supercars are built with advanced electronics, complex materials, and ultra-sensitive components. That means one tiny issue, one failed sensor, one glitch, can cost more than fixing an entire normal car. One McLaren owner reported paying $40,000 to replace a failed transmission module, caused by nothing more than humidity. Another had to replace a carbon ceramic brake rotor, just one, for $12,000. These aren't rare cases. They're routine stories in the world of exotic car ownership. Even the smallest repair can take weeks, or months, because parts have to be shipped from Italy, Germany, or the UK. And warranties? They don't always cover everything. A small electrical issue, a sensor, a minor modification, and your warranty could be void in seconds. In the supercar world, unexpected doesn't mean if, it means when. Because these machines demand perfection. And perfection always comes at a price. When you own a supercar, the moment you turn that key, you don't just drive. You announce yourself. Every time you hit the road, eyes follow you, expectations rise, and so does the pressure. The world assumes you're rich, successful, living the dream. But what they don't see is how much you spend keeping up that image. You can't show up at a car event in sweatpants. You can't park your $400,000 Ferrari outside a rundown apartment. Owning a supercar often forces you into a lifestyle. Dinners, clubs, luxury events, all to maintain the illusion of success. And then comes the online pressure. Why don't you mod it? Why don't you get the new model? Suddenly, you're not just spending money to drive. You're spending money to be seen. The truth is, sometimes the biggest cost of owning a supercar isn't paid at the dealership or the gas station. It's paid in expectations. Because once you buy the dream, people expect you to live it every single day. Behind every exotic machine, there's a story. And it's not always the glamorous one you see on Instagram. We spoke to real owners, people who've lived the dream, and paid the price. These aren't bitter people. They love cars, the art, the engineering, the passion. But passion doesn't pay for tires, brakes, or endless diagnostics. Most owners admit one thing: the thrill fades faster than the bills. They all say the same line in the end. It's not owning the car that's hard. It's keeping it. The dream of supercar ownership is real. But so are the sacrifices. And the people who've lived it? They'll tell you, the biggest surprise isn't how fast it goes, but how fast the costs catch up. At first glance, a supercar looks like the ultimate symbol of success. The noise, the speed, the admiration, it all feels like victory. But beneath the carbon fiber and horsepower lies a truth few people ever talk about. Owning a supercar isn't just a financial commitment. It's an emotional one. It changes how people see you. And sometimes, how you see yourself. In the end, it's not about saying don't buy a supercar. It's about knowing the truth before you do. Because every dream, no matter how shiny, comes with a cost. The question is, are you ready to pay it? Thanks for watching. If you love cars, passion, and the truth behind the dream, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for the next ride.